Hello everyone, PallyTime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are having a great day today. In today's video, we're taking a look at Hanzo. He is busted. Now, before we start, I do want to say that I've been testing a lot of my audio settings, and I'm going with my stream setup today, so rather than recording my audio separately, I'm kind of seeing how it all sounds. So if it's not quite what you guys are used to, I'll try to fix it. You know, it's been an ongoing project. But happy Monday morning, at least at the time of this recording. Hope you guys are doing well. Hanzo, I believe, got a brand new talent. I think this is brand new. Or at least it was changed. It's one of those two. Sharpened arrowheads. Hitting a hero with storm bow or basic attacks reduces their armor by 5 for 4 seconds, up to a maximum reduction of 25 armor. He also got some other quality of life changes, like his scatter shot area of effect being a little bit closer together to make it easier to hit heroes with all of these shots. Basically, he's really strong, significantly stronger than he was at his release, which was not very long ago. Now, there was a build that emerged for Hanzo at the, week after release or so, which focused around his scatter shot, specifically so he could jungle and take camps very, very quickly. He could contest bosses, actually kill bosses in a matter of just mere seconds. It was insane the amount of damage that it can do, so I was 100% wrong on where the meta for Hanzo would land. I did not expect scatter shot to be that good at all. But I'm going to do a hybrid build today. This is one I came up with specifically for this talent here, so it's probably not 100% optimized. We're probably not seeing all the best talents for him here, but the build itself is really, really fun. I've been playing it over the weekend and enjoying my time quite a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Volskaya Foundry today. The friendly team, Hanzo, Lieutenant Morales, Chen, Nazeebo, and Genji. The enemy team, Balaze, Karazim, Kel'Thuzad, Azmodan, and Kerrigan. Okay. Yeah, that lines up. Last game, we had an Abathur, and they had a Nova. Like, they didn't have a sustained character, and we didn't have a stealth. It was like they just kind of put together a match really quick. So I was making sure that didn't happen here again as well. I was going to be like, hey, Blizzard, what's going on? I don't understand. Our Q ability is called the Storm Bow. It is a straight line skill shot. The length of the skill shot gets longer the more you hold down the button, or the longer you hold down the button. But the damage of the ability does not increase. So if you're at point blank range and you can land this skill shot on someone, then by all means land a skill shot on someone. It's gonna do a lot of damage. You're gonna benefit from it, and you can spam it every 4 seconds. So the more you get used to just kind of popping these off, the better off you're going to be. Our W ability is the Scatter Arrow, and this is one of the more difficult abilities in the whole game. Really, really hard to use properly. I want to get in here and help with this, but he's so far. I mean, I really wanted to help my brother, you know? I wanted to honor him with incense and offerings. This isn't looking too good for us. I'm going to 100% bail on that. We used our trait. It's called Natural Agility to jump over that wall there. He doesn't have anything to, like, pull me aside, so we should be fine fighting that Kel'Thuzad there. Our E ability is simply used for scouting purposes. It's the Sonic Arrow. We can throw this out wherever we want to, and it gives vision. There was no need to throw it there, obviously. Kind of did that on accident. But pretty good ability for scouting things. Decent sized cooldowns, so you need to make sure that when you use it, you really want to see that area, like you're preparing for a team fight or something like that. But overall, a fantastic tool in Hanzo's kit. Numbers aside, damage aside, I really do like Hanzo's kit. It took a second to grow on me because it was a little weird at the start, but it is quite good. Scattershot, in particular, was the difficult. No. Oh, no. I didn't dodge that at all. Boys. Scattershot, in particular, was like, this ability just, it doesn't quite match what Overwatch does. You know, in Overwatch, you're shooting scattershot at the ground, right? You're shooting it at the feet of your opponents, so the shrapnel kind of sprays right into their stomach, right? But in this game, you're always aiming at walls, and I don't know, it just had a weird disconnect for me. Looks like Karazim diving really deep after Mama Morals, but was not successful in that kill. We are going to go for the Explosive Arrow here at level 4. What you're going to see in today's build is a mixture between auto attack talents as well as our Q talents. I really like to combo these abilities off of each other because there are some really synergistic talents later in the game, and also because our level 7 talent is just us trying to stack up both of these abilities as fast as possible. Once we hit level 7, our damage really does unlock. It really does become a whole nother animal. Hanzo becomes just terrifying in team fights if you're able to position him properly, but also have your team push up and be aggressive at the same time. A few things do need to fall in place in order to make it work. We did dodge the Kerrigan combo this time. Notice how slow our auto attacks are prior to this quest being completed. We are at a horrendous 0.67 attack speed, which means that at level 7, we're not going to be, we're not going to be able, to stack up our talent very quickly. So, getting redemption at level 1 and getting that stacked up as fast as possible, and subsequently not dying because you do lose 3 stacks when you die, is super important for the success of this build. Both teams are level 6 right now. The enemy team will beat us to level 7 at this rate, but if we can get some kills over here, we're going to be in a pretty decent spot. Mama Morals is hurting on the back line, though. Let's see if we can poke at this Kerrigan a little bit. She has taken a lot of damage. Scatter shot on the wall. Does not hit the wall. Instead, hits her. But now we have finished our auto attack quest, so our auto attacks went up from 0.67 to 1 per second. It's not quite double, but it's pretty good, boys. It's pretty good. This means that when we do hit level 7, which is going to be happening pretty fast, we are going to be able to lower the armor of an enemy combatant faster than we would be able to otherwise with our sharpened arrowheads. Again, every time we hit someone with a Q, every time we auto attack an enemy hero, we are going to be lowering their armor by 5. This allows us to shred everybody, not only assassins like this Kerrigan here, but also tanks like Blaze. He might get armor right now, but when he gets out of that, it's gonna be gone, and we can do a ton of damage. High health characters like Azmodan all of a sudden just melt to the damage of Hanzo, and we can do so much burst ourselves, but also enable our team to do so much burst that this talent is just phenomenal. Now, I do want to say that the scatter shot build for Hanzo is definitely still viable. It's definitely very good. You could take bosses so fast with that thing, and you can do a lot of situational team fight damage with the scatter shot build. But it requires you to not only be good at scatter shot, but it requires you to be fighting enemy heroes near walls, and to be able to get that ability off very quickly, obviously. That's part of being good at scattershot, but I just want to stress how hard that part of the equation actually is. Not something I'm good at all. Just trying to poke at the enemy team here, trying to get our objective a little bit more value. Of course, the Volskaya objective isn't that good in the first place, but hey, anything we could do to help, we'll try to do it. Looks like Azmodan is focusing me, so I'm going to focus Azmodan. Looks like I win that trade, boys. Kerrigan moving in is going to land the double combo, and we're going to be stunned by Blaze as well. We can ricochet some scatter shots off of our wall. Unfortunately, I did miss there. But I know I should be afraid right now. I know I should be afraid right now. But instead of being afraid, I'm diving forward. I will make them pay. They will be the ones that fear me, not the other way around. The dragon. What's happening? Oh, did we not like how the objective went? That's okay. Seriously, the objective on this map is so bad. Especially the first one. Especially the first one. Getting any value there is just insanely difficult. We are fighting Karazin here. He does have, what is that, brown man? Is that bronze? No, that's green man, right? I can't tell. I can't tell which thing this is. I feel like I'm having a really dumb moment and I can't process it. But even if he gets the bronze man that blocks our auto attack talents, that doesn't matter because we can still stack up the armor reduction to that target with our Q ability, and that's up every 4 seconds. We could still stack that up, no problem. No problem. All right, let's move to the middle lane and see if we can do anything here. It looks like our Nazebo's doing a decent job of defending. Kel'Thuzad did miss his combo, and Blaze 100% committed, and he is going to be punished for that. What I like about this build, though, is it not only gives you a ton of not only gives you a ton of teamfight damage, as you might be able to tell. Wow, Chen has actually done a ton of teamfight damage, too. But it also gives you a lot of... Don't hit him, don't hit him, don't hit him, that's okay. We'll just scatter shot and try to hit him there. Didn't work out. I can't stun him if we need to, but I don't think we do. It not only does it give you a ton of teamfight damage, it also gives you a ton of wave clear, like you might be able to see here. We could just kind of walk in, kill a lane very quickly, and then walk out. Which you guys know how much I like lane clear. You guys know it's important to me. Looks like bottom lane's having a little bit of trouble here. The enemy team moving in full force. I don't really think we'll be able to push them out of here. I'm just going to try to poke a little bit. Do not want to get comboed by that Kerrigan, though. That would be very bad for me in this position, especially with 3 people there. Now, there are some camps that you could still take pretty easily. For instance, the normal siege camps on maps like Cursed Hollow, you could take no problem because they're, number 1, very close to a wall, like most camps are. But number 2, you can completely dodge all of their projectiles, so you don't take any damage. Thank you. But obviously, that turret camp was not the same. We took a lot of damage taking that, like a lot of damage. Now, we are going to go for mounted archery here at level 10, which allows us to jump over a wall and instantly mount up. Not only is this great for escapes, but it's also good for chasing heroes down. They'll be running away at usually 100% movement speed. You'll be running at them at 130% movement speed, so they become extremely easy to catch. I cannot do the scatter shots, boys. I'm trying so hard, it's just not happening. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a stun here, hopefully able to burst down Karazim before he can use the Divine Palm. That is exactly what happened there. Fantastic barrel from Chen does push the enemy team's Kerrigan way out of position, and now we're in a pretty dominant spot to take over this objective. I'm kind of the only one going in, though, so I'm gonna wait. Gonna wait just a little bit. Maybe they were making sure Morales was okay. I don't really know. Blaze, oh my god, that scatter shot was the worst one yet. Blaze has already used his bunkers, so he doesn't have much to fall back on, and we're going to be able to secure that kill, no problem. And I'm just going to focus on lane clear, because they do not need me to stand on that point at all. I'm going to move down to the middle lane, we'll clear this out, we'll get this pushing. I care more about the other lanes than I do the top lane right now. Remember, I'm not too much of a fan of this objective at all, so if we get it, hey, that's cool. If we don't, I'm not going to be that butthurt. Morals is getting comboed, but Kerrigan walked way too far forward. The Divine Palm does miss, but the scatter shot lands on someone. What do you know? I am going to back since we have even numbers up here and clean up the bottom lane. Be right back. Azmodan is pushing that with his trait, and we want to put it into that before it can get that wall down, but I think I delayed a little bit too much. I think it is going to be able, maybe not. It's kind of focusing the middle wall rather than the tower. Maybe we can clean this up. So I'm going to walk through the minion wave. Oh, never mind. Let's get away from him. In fact, I could kill him. What am I doing? Hey, bud. You fucked up. Good turret, though. Real good. Real good. I was like, wait a minute. I don't have to be scared. What am I doing? This doesn't prioritize heroes, right? Nah, we can walk right up. Another good thing that I like about our level 4 talent that makes our Q explode if we hit minions is if a minion does get in the way of myself and Kel'Thuzad like that, we still do a lot of damage to him. We simply don't just apply the armor reduction. So we still get value out of technically a missed Q by hitting a minion wave. And this is also a great way to poke at enemy heroes that are kind of hugging the regen globe and trying to sustain off of that. You can really do a lot of damage to them as well. I really like this build. It's so much fun. I hope you can tell. I hope you can tell the genuine excitement and the genuine joy I have when I'm playing this build for Hanzo. It's just so well-rounded. And so good. It's just so good. Who would have thought playing good builds is fun? Who would have thought? Now, like I said, I don't know if this is the most optimal way to play this kind of auto-attack Hanzo. Ooh, God, that scatter shot was crazy. Certainly, you know, it works out for me, but there may be a better way to do it. Looks like Karazin is a little bit away from his team for a moment there. I don't think we're going to be able to capitalize on this much. We do have our heroic up, and we can throw this at the enemy team if we want to disengage or if we want to re-engage. It's kind of up to them what we do with it. I'm going to go ahead and stun here off of the barrel. I kind of thought the barrel was ending sooner, but it looks like it worked out no problem. It doesn't do that long of a stun at close range like that, but it was just my intention to make sure that a Divine Palm or something like that couldn't go off. Wait. Ignore that. I don't even know if, upon reflection, I don't even know if Karazim was even in that. I just really wanted to ult and stun them, okay? That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. This push is going really well. Thank you for telling me how to play Chen. I watched at least 2 minutes in. No problem, man. I feel like that was really sarcastic, but that's okay. We'll go with it. Bottom lane, once again, being pushed by the enemy team's Asmodan. I'm going to go defend that if I can. Let's see if they let me back. Looks like they did. It did get through the wall this time. Not really that surprising. I've seen so many Asmodans not pushing properly recently. Like thinking you have to be in the lane in order to push it. I'm not sure why. And I've even gotten some comments from you guys that are like, can you please make an Asmodan video because so many people are doing it wrong now. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe with the minion changes, people were like, oh hey, maybe Asmodan's good again. I'm going to push this lane out a little bit further than I would normally just because I don't want Asmodan to get too much more trait value in this game. But I do want to rotate up to the team right now. Let's fire off our... Oh, no, I'm not going to. Hi, Kerrigan. Baby girl, you fucked. 822 damage there. Now, Karazim is in the bunk. Oh, baited. Baited. I got baited. He jumped out. No. I also want to stress that by making the enemy team more vulnerable with our Q and auto attack, it also just improves our W ability as well. It's not like this build doesn't use Scattershot. It just uses it a bit differently than what a Scattershot build would. You're not spamming it out all the time. You're picking your targets a little bit more. I think Asmodan's coming in for the flank, or at least he was over here. Yeah, there he is. Looks like Genji is cleaning that up, no problem. Let's see if I can poke at Asmodan a little bit. I think he's too far gone. Blaze still very far forward, even though he doesn't have much health. The enemy team having a really hard time getting to our Lieutenant Morales. The team's doing a very, very good job protecting her. Oh, there he goes. Yep, that'll do it. I'm surprised we didn't get a Kerrigan re-engage there. Situations like that are when you usually see Kerrigans just lose their mind. They're like, nope, nope, that's it. That settles it. I'm going in. Fuck that. Looks like Nazebo's moving up to the top lane to clear that up. Good for him. We have a turret here that we could take if we needed it, but I'm going to once again clear this lane, shoot the scatter shot through, do some more damage, grab the regen globes, and then go join my team. Now we do have play again. Uh-oh. We do have play again, so I'm going to fire this off here, impact that Asmodan, and then show up in the fight like I belonged here the whole time. I do think we should be focusing Kerrigan over the Asmodan. I can't quite... There, dodge the combo there. Perfect. I can't quite hit her with my Q ability because there was so much stuff in the way. She spawned in the Ultralist. There were Asmodan minions sitting there, so it was actually quite hard to land our Q in that situation. And those things don't count as minions, actually, so we don't explode with our Q ability on that. So keep that in mind as well. I do need to be careful. We are actually pretty low. We can be Kel'Thuzad comboed, no problem. Speaking of Kel'Thuzad, looks like Genji is on the move to take him down, moving into the middle lane. Kel'Thuzad retreating from our tower. X marks the spot is going to allow Genji to live. I really wanted to come in and steal that kill. Of course, kill stealing is not a mechanic in Heroes if you're new here. It's not a thing. But that doesn't mean I don't want to do it. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, fuck. Alright, we'll grab that globe. Also, remember with Play Again, we can use this as a pseudo-global. We don't have to be trying to stun someone with it. And you can also use it as another form of an escape. How it works is while your heroic ability is out and flying on the map, you can re-tap the ability to jump back to it. Which means that you can disengage real hard. Go ahead and... What the fuck was that? What was that? I mean, I was waiting for the combo. I was going to jump over the wall, but I think I jumped, like, vertically over the combo. Like, I didn't move over it. Or move away from... You guys, you might know what I'm trying to say. I don't even... Oh, perfect dodge in there by Genji. Perfect jump, rather. And a perfect combo from Kel'Thuzad is going to take me out as well. I was in awe of the dash in by Genji there, interrupting Blaze. Well, the friendly team 21 to the enemy team's 18. Looks like we are on the core right now, and it looks like it's going pretty well for us. The objective will be able to take it down, and I think that we will call this one GG. So yeah, this is the build. I really enjoy it. I was playing a lot of HotS over the weekend with my girlfriend Holly, and she was supporting me with Lucio. She was supporting me with Alex Straza, and those two in particular are able to follow Hanzo and allow him to be so much more aggressive than I could be in this game, or than I chose to be in this game. I could have been a lot more aggressive. I did go back and clean up lanes quite a bit, but holy crap! Hanzo with no fear with this build is something to be terrified of. Of course, you could just stun him and kill him, and in a organized, like even a Hero League setting, maybe it wouldn't be this strong, but he is being banned out of most games at this point. So take that how you will. Again, this is the build I came up with. I don't know if it's the most optimal way to work around our level 7 talent, but I like it quite a bit. Redemption to increase our attack speed, explosive arrows for the AoE clear, and also to be able to poke enemies that might be sitting behind minions. Sharpened arrowheads for the armor reduction, dragon's arrow for the stun. Excuse me, mounted archery, again, to be able to disengage easier or chase easier. Really, really good talent. Best in the tier by far as I'm concerned. And then flawless technique is the one I went for here. So I didn't explain this one. Hitting heroes with Stormbow increases the damage of Hanzo's next basic attack within 5 seconds by 25%. So not only are we lowering the armor of someone every time we land a Q, but our next auto attack deals more damage. Then after we auto attack, the damage of the next Stormbow is increased for the next 5 seconds by 25% as well. So it's kind of yin and yang. You use your Q, you auto attack, you use your Q, you auto attack, and you're capable of dealing a ton of damage. You're capable of critting on top of the armor reduction that you already have on a target. It seems so good. And then play the game just seems like the best talent to me at level 20 because it's so versatile. You can do a pseudo global with it, you could stun a whole team with it and wombo combo, or you can use it as an escape to get out of harm's way. So I'm still a pretty new Hanzo player. He's only level 7, but I really have been enjoying my time with him. Thank you all for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of the build down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I hate that I have to tell you, but if you're interested in my content, you also have to hit the bell, my friend. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.